Hey guys, I just got back from the grocery store. So this is the produce that I got for the week, and then I got a couple other grocery items. And lately I've been stopping in the grocery store on like Friday and getting a little bit more fruit or like fresh things that we need. I got some spring mix. I'm going to leave this closed up until I want to use it, and that will keep it lasting a little bit longer. I got a bag of organic apples, a bag of oranges, some bananas, a bunch of Roma tomatoes. I'm going to make some fresh salsa, and I'm also going to use a few for other things. I got some cilantro for the salsa and my lentil tacos. I got a few jalapeno peppers, one's for the lentil tacos, and then salsa and something else I can't remember. I got a couple heads of garlic. I got dry buttermilk for my ranch dressing that I'm going to make. And then I got some ground coriander. We were out of that. A cucumber for salads. I got 5 limes for salsa and to serve with the lentil tacos and whatever else. And then I got some parsley for a recipe. So I am going to start by putting the stuff in the fridge that needs to go in there and washing all of my fruits and vegetables. The first thing I did was put my herbs in these Ziploc bags, and I've shown this before, but in case you're newer to my channel, you can put a cloth napkin or a paper towel in with the herbs, and it will absorb some of the moisture, and that will make them last a little bit longer. So I just keep these in a drawer in my refrigerator. I'm going to wash all of this fruit and the tomatoes and cucumbers and jalapeno peppers. So I have quite a bit here to wash. Towel right in front of the camera, but you can't see it, so that's where I'm laying everything, and then I'm just going to dry it all off before I put it in the fruit bowl. And I just put a little bit of dish soap on some things. I do that sometimes, but especially on things that we're going to eat the skin, like tomatoes, I think it's good to get it extra clean. Wednesday, and we are all out of the chips and stuff that I had packaged up on Sunday. So I was making popcorn for my boys, and I made a little bit extra for their lunches so they can take this. I just made a little bit because I'm not sure if it will get stale after a couple of days. I mean, I know they sell popcorn in bags, so I think a couple of days is fine, and I have done this before, but anything past that, I'm not sure how long it will last, but I can always make more because it was the paper I wanted to make. So there is all of our produce for the week. Hey guys, it's Saturday. I normally do a big chunk of my food prep on Sunday, but we are actually going to look at houses after church tomorrow, so I'm not going to have time. So I'm going to do some things today. I'm making hummus right now. I have my recipe recorded, so I'll put the link for it below. But I wanted to show you a way that I use my lemon juice. If you've watched my food prep videos before, you know that if I have extra lemons, I squeeze the lemon juice out and put them in ice cube trays in 1 tablespoon cubes, and you need 6 tablespoons of lemon juice for hummus, so it's perfect because then I already have it squeezed and it will just blend right up with the beans and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and start measuring everything out for this. Now I'm going to cut some carrots and cucumbers for my hummus. I don't have a lot, but I am going to be going to the grocery store, so I just have a couple carrots and a cucumber, but that will be enough. And I've shown this in other food prep videos, but when I peel the carrots and cut off the ends, I just put them in this freezer bag, and it says vegetables for chicken or vegetable broth, and I have a pretty good size bag full of onions, celery, and carrots, and I've shown how to make this in the slow cooker, your own vegetable broth. And if you have chicken bones, you can put that in there and cook it on low for about 8 to 10 hours, and it makes really good broth. So it's a good way to use up carrots that you would throw away anyway, and I've already washed all of this stuff. Because I'm going to be peeling and cutting potatoes for our dinner for tomorrow later, so that way, you know, I can just use the same cutting board. The next thing I'm going to make is my ranch dressing mix, and I use this to make ranch dressing, obviously, but you know those ranch dressing packets, and sometimes you can use them in recipes. Like I make pesto ranch chicken thighs in the slow cooker, and I use this instead. And I know a lot of you guys have tried my ranch dressing, but it's really good. And again, I'll put the link to the recipe. And if you aren't familiar with dry buttermilk, which you will need for the recipe. You can find this in the baking aisle. Usually it's near like evaporated milk or sweetened condensed milk, and most larger grocery stores carry it. They do not have it at places like Trader Joe's and stuff like that, but you should be able to find it in a larger grocery store. Tripled the recipe, and that fills up my container, so I'm all set with that, and I'm just going to clean this mess up. Was ringing and it's all house related stuff, but I am cutting potatoes for tomorrow's dinner, and I mentioned before that we like to have slow cooker meals on Sunday, and I try to prepare as much of it as I can the night before. So we are having the rice meatballs in the slow cooker, and then I usually have mashed potatoes with those. So I am just cutting the potatoes, and I'm going to put them in cold water and stick them in the refrigerator so that when I get home I don't have to, cut them and everything. So it just makes it a lot easier. I'm also going to wash and trim our green beans for tomorrow as well, and that way I don't have to do that either. Make granola bars, of course, but I don't have any eggs. I'm going to make some muffins later in the week, but they'll probably be in my next food prep video. But I'm going to make peanut butter granola bars, and that is really easy to do with my granola bar recipe. You just substitute 1/3 of the cup of sugar with peanut butter. So you make it the exact same way, and you put the peanut butter in with the honey and brown sugar and butter mixture, and make them the exact same way. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try them with this organic coconut sugar. I know that this isn't as sweet as regular sugar, but I'm trying to test this out with a few things. My husband really likes it in his coffee, so we'll try try it in the granola bars this time and kind of see. Someone did ask me how to make the granola bars not so sweet, and I don't think I answered you. I hope you're watching. The peanut butter ones aren't going to be as sweet because they don't have as much sugar. And also you could try coconut oil because it isn't as sweet, but it really needs the honey for the consistency, so you'll still get the sweetness from them. So anyway, I'm going to measure this stuff out and get my butter melting with the honey and everything. So these are all set. I'm just going to let them cool for a little bit and then put them in the refrigerator for like 30 minutes before I cut them. Now I'm going to make my rice meatballs. I have this recipe recorded also. They are so simple and so inexpensive to make, and my kids love them, and they have loved them since they were little kids, so they're great, and like I said, really easy to make. So I'm just putting the tomato sauce in. And if you see me putting stuff over there, like cans and bottles and stuff, our recycling box is outside and it's raining, so I'll just take it all out at one time. So a lot of times we set it there by the back door. I'm not sure if you can actually see it. And then when we go outside, we put it in the recycling box. these are all set. I'm just going to put the lid on them and pop them in the refrigerator, and then in the morning I could just put them in the slow cooker and heat them up, and that way dinner is, you know, pretty set when we get home, and I just have to boil my potatoes and cook my green beans. But I got a lot of it done so that we can eat pretty soon after we get home tomorrow. And my granola bars are in the refrigerator, and they'll get nice and firm before I cut them. So that's all I'm going to do today. I'm just going to clean up my mess and be done with my food prep. Thank you very much for watching.